Welcome to the Lifetime Assembly channel. My name is John, and today I'm going to help you assemble your 66-inch climbing dome. Before you get started, make sure the model number of your climbing dome is in the description below. This video will follow the steps outlined in your assembly manual that comes with the climbing dome. If you've already begun and need help on a specific step, check the comments or description below for timestamp associated with each step. Now let's take a look at what comes in the box. There are steps within this assembly that require more than one person, so be sure to have at least one other adult available. Before we begin the assembly process, let's take a look at the tools you'll need to complete the job. You'll need a 3/16 Allen key, which is included, a 1/2-inch socket, and safety glasses. To make this easier, we're going to use a drill. You may see us use an impact driver. If you decide to use one as well, be sure not to over torque or over tighten the hardware, a socket adapter, a deep 1/2-inch socket, a 1/2-inch wrench, and a 3/16 hex head bit. When building your climbing dome, make sure to choose a level area free from obstructions, such as buildings, trees, fences, or any other object. Also, to reduce the risk of injury, it's important that you prepare a shock-absorbing surface to build your climbing dome on, such as recycled rubber mulch or wood chips. This video will focus on the assembly of the climbing dome and not the shock-absorbing surface, so it's crucial that you refer to your assembly manual to review the safety instructions for this build. This video is meant to be used as a companion to the assembly manual and not a direct replacement, so for the best results, make sure to have the manual available during the build. Alright, let's get started. Take 4 red poles labeled FZB and 2 brown poles labeled FZD and align the holes on one end. They go in a specific order, so be sure to follow along. Repeat the previous step 4 more times for a total of 5 joints. Take a red tube labeled FZB and attach it to 2 red tubes on one side of the joint. When adding the hardware, make sure it's oriented like this. Only finger tighten the hardware for now. Repeat this step for the other 4 joints. Take 2 assemblies and stand them up. Take a brown tube labeled FZC and connect it to these 2 red tubes, making sure the hardware is oriented like this. Only finger tighten the hardware for now. Add 2 more brown tubes labeled FZC and connect them in the middle with the other brown tubes. They go in a specific order, so be sure to follow along. Remove the hardware at the bottom, add the 2 brown tubes and a new red tube labeled FZB. Now go ahead and tighten the hardware. Repeat the previous steps with the remaining joints until you complete the circle. Once you're finished adding all the joints, it should look something like this. At the top of one of the joints, remove the nut and add 2 tubes labeled FZE and a brown tube labeled FZD. On the neighboring joint, remove the nut and add the red tube from the previous step and a new red tube and a new brown tube. On the final joint, add the 2 neighboring red tubes and a new brown tube. At the top of the dome, connect the 5 brown poles with the hardware in this order. Go around the dome and make sure all the hardware is tight. On all of the bolts that are facing out, add a washer. Now place a handhold on top of the washer, making sure that the notch in the bottom of the handhold lines up with the tube on top. Now secure all the handholds to the bolt with the nut. This is done easiest with a deep 1/2-inch socket. Be careful not to over tighten this hardware. Thank you for watching this video on how to assemble your Lifetime 66-inch climbing dome. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up. For more content like this, subscribe to our channel. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to our customer service team and check out our other awesome products at lifetime.com.